Ladies and gentlemen, walking out with our Hope College Flying Dutchman tonight is the Midwest United 2013 Royal Team, coached by Hope's very own Dave Blahnik and Connor Fowler. We'd like to extend a very special thank you to them for joining us on the field tonight. We are excited that you are here for today's game. We thank you for attending and good luck during your season. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Van Andel Soccer Stadium here in the campus of Hope College for today's MIAA contest between the Bulldogs of Adrian College and your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Bulldogs, a junior from Westerville, Ohio, number 3, Enrique Monsalvo. A junior from Sterling Heights, number 4, Aiden Leeline. A junior from Grand Rapids, number 5, Brady Musser. A sophomore from Muskegon, number 7, Gavin Bignall. A junior from Dublin, Ohio, number 10, Luke Gritza. A junior from Detroit, number 11, CJ Fritz. A freshman from South Wales, New York, number 15, Aiden Biter. A senior from Washington, Michigan, number 16, Andre Hofius. A freshman from Etobicoke, Ontario, number 22, Kelliam Green. A junior from Canton, number 28, Gary Davison. And a junior from Canton, number 36, Jackson Vaca. Head coach for Adrian College is Charlie Miles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup for your Hope College Flying Dutchman. A junior from Barrington, Illinois, number 1, Daniel Hesselbein. A senior from Byron Center, number 2, Colton Baker. A sophomore from Mundelein, Illinois, number 5, Cole Pauly. A senior from Grand Rapids, number 6, Ethan Jensen. A junior from Byron Center, number 9, Thomas DeVries. A senior from Farmington Hills, number 10, Matt Wimmer. A senior from Marshall, number 11, Jake Lyon. A freshman from Naperville, Illinois, number 13, Josh Weigel. A junior from Lincolnwood, Illinois, number 15, Mario Hrvoyacek. A senior from Alto, number 17, Ole Olson. And a sophomore from Grand Ledge, number 24, Matthew Davidson. Head coach for the Flying Dutchman is Dave Blahnik. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if able, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, if you would, please remove your caps. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's showing of soccer here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. We've got your Hope College Dutch playing against the Adrian College Bulldogs. My name is Matt Roblin. I'm joined by Paul Willard. Paul, it's a great, beautiful 80-degree night.
Oh my gosh.
Holland. Awesome to be here.
Yeah, Matt, first game that you and I have been able to call together. If you're a familiar listener of Hope College Soccer, you'll recognize my voice, or hopefully you'll recognize my voice. I don't know if that's a cue to keep listening or turn it off. So we'll see what our viewership looks like tonight on YouTube. But yeah, excited to be here. It's remarkably warm for an early October game as the Flying Dutch coming in off of a week-long break where they had a game last Tuesday down in DePaul in Greencastle, Indiana, to a 0-0 tie against DePaul. The game delayed multiple times by lightning and thunder. Just kind of a big momentum killer for the Dutchmen, who I think outshot DePaul by like 20-8 or something like that. So the Dutchmen looking to come in, Bulldogs looking to come in, make a statement about where they stand in the MIAA right now. Their record is not as good as they would probably hope it would be, right?
Absolutely.
So Bulldogs looking to come out to Holland, make a statement that they are here, they're a force to be reckoned with in the MIAA, but they're going to have a tough task ahead with these fast-moving Flying Dutchmen.
Absolutely, and here are the Dutch starting with possession. This series, Adrian is 7-21-1 against Hope all time. Haven't won since 2017. So here is Hope moving the ball towards the box. Good-looking first possession here. And here's the defense of the Bulldogs to clear.
Yeah, Cole Pauly's going to win. We've mentioned multiple times Cole Pauly's going to win those balls as soon as that gets in the air. 6'3" frame, the sophomore out of Mundelein, Illinois. Just a stalwart defensive player. Of course, all-conference, first-team all-conference last year.
And you mentioned this Hope team coming off of a draw. Now they're going to move on the offense. In that game, Jansen had 5 shots, DeVries with 4. Those guys with ample opportunities, nothing hit the back of the net. Now we see them on offense.
Yeah, I believe that Maddie Davidson there with a nice little touch, but a great slide tackle by the defense there from Adrian. Yeah, you know, one of the things that is often said is that, and it was said to me by one of the assistant coaches on this men's team here, is that goalkeeper for DePaul was standing on his head. And so saving, you know, multiple shots on goal, parrying a whole bunch of them away, and doing a really great job of keeping Hope from scoring in that game. So Bulldogs now get a free kick here on this near touch as Ethan Jansen commits a foul here. First one of the game. No bookings, though, or anything like that. So.
And here we go. This is Gary Davison, junior from Canton, Michigan. He's going to take the free kick. Here's Davison. Davison's going to boot it down, look towards the box, go straight to the Hope defense. Play it up the side here. It's going to go out of play. It looks like it went off of a Bulldog midfielder. On the throw-in, here's Baker.
Oh, nice flick there by Tom DeVries.
Absolutely. Throw-in for the Dutch. Hoping to see some, we see the nice play there. Hoping to see an aggressive start for the Dutch. We'll see in this game, right? It's as we see the Bulldogs on the counterattack here. The pass is just going to be a little bit too far. And go back to the Dutch.
Ole Olsen looking for the long send now. Josh Weigel giving chase on that far side. Hope known for its defensive nature, right? But they've had a couple of guys now recently, like you just mentioned, Ethan Jansen, Tom DeVries, both of whom have been kind of playing out of their minds lately in terms of putting a lot of shots on goal, getting scoring chances. Ethan Jansen kind of moving up in this lineup now in a more attacking position than he's normally used to. Ball dangerous in the box now. Speaking of Ethan Jansen, Cole Pauly with the touch.
Great look there,
and there's a goal. Oh,
Beautiful cross.
Tom DeVries, as we're just saying, playing out of his mind, picks up right where he left off.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not sure if that was an own goal or kind of Tom just deflected it in, but a lot of chaos in the box right there, and that's a goal for the Dutchman.
And what a great start. Not even 4 full minutes into the game, the Dutch are going to hit the scoreboard. Looks, the assist on there, Cole Pauly with a nice cross. And as Paul just said, there's a lot going on there in the box. And DeVries will get the goal. And
I was trying to see on the replay here exactly what happened. It looked like the keeper tried to slide for it. Tom DeVries just putting his foot right on it and poking it just past him to find its way into the back of the net. And the Dutchman out to an early 1-0 lead with only 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes gone in this first half.
No better way to start after a draw than to score in the first couple of minutes of the next
exactly
game.
Right.
Fantastic.
You could tell after a week-long break here from some in-game action that these Dutchmen were quite hungry, and they came off of the blocks really, really fast early on, kind of establishing their presence.
Absolutely. I think it's worth noting. I mean, Hope won 5 games in a row before that tie. I mean, they've been on fire. Offensively, they've been great. Defensively, they've been solid.
Yeah.
They've put together a really impressive season so far.
Yes, they have. And there's Matt, there's a huge game coming up this Saturday with that team from Grand Rapids that starts with a C and has a Alvin in the middle of it somewhere.
Geez. Yes.
It's the Voldemort, he who shall not be named, right? But that's going to be a great matchup of two very, very good soccer teams who have just an excellent competitive history with one another.
All right, here's the Dutch looking to create more offense early in this game. With the ball out wide, looking to make some action happen in the box. Nice skill moves there. We see a cross in, and it's going to go off. Oof, a great opportunity there. I think, was that DeVries again?
That was DeVries again, just kind of sitting at that penalty kick spot there right in the middle of the 18. Ole Olsen with just absolute fantastic footwork there to keep his defender on his toes, making a move, trying to put it across, and DeVries almost scoring his second goal in just about as many minutes, actually.
And here's Vaca with the goal kick. He's going to boom that one past midfield once again. Nice deflection there. Here's Hope looking to find feet.
Yeah, one of the things that, like we mentioned, Hope does extremely, extremely well is play really stalwart defense, right? Some of the things that they're known for are their defensive strategies. They only play a 3-back, right? So a lot of teams tend to play 4, either with 2 center backs and 2 wing backs, or a little mistake here now in the middle. Cole Pauly running on in a beautiful slide tackle. But Hope only plays 3 backs with Jake Lyon, Cole Pauly, and Colton Baker back there. And Hope kind of likes to control that ball out of their defense and then work it back up through the midfield, as they're doing just now.
Yeah, speaking it into existence is Paul Willard over here.
Right.
And we're going to get the field switch here.
I just need to talk about how Hope's going to score their next goal, and then it's just going to come
just
true.
Happen magically, right?
That's right.
All right, here are the Dutch. The Bulldogs try to get some possession and turn the ball over after some nice play near midfield. Here's Pauly.
Yeah, one of the things that Adrian has kind of seemed to do thus far is they've just been kind of picking their spots a little bit as they've a nice send in there to DeVries, and off the post, off the woodwork. Unbelievable shot by DeVries to get his foot on that.
DeVries with 3 good opportunities so far in this game. So quick, right?
But, one of the things that I've noticed with Adrian so far is that they're really trying to pick their spots. They had a couple of nice counterattacks going early on in this game within the first 10 minutes here. But it's been all Dutchmen pretty much for the first 10 here. And Adrian has just been kind of looking to pick their spots, make a run through. But the Dutchmen, with that strong defensive pressure and the way that they play back there, has just kept Adrian at bay.
Absolutely. And you saw Ethan Jansen trying to make something happen on that cross. That's going to result in a goal kick for Adrian. Adrian comes into this game on what has been a bit of a challenging season so far. A couple losses and ties. We've only won one game. That was against Grace Christian, looking to bounce back here against the Dutch. Last year, Hope won this game 2-0 about a year ago. A little bit of contact there. That's going to get called. That is going to be, I believe, on Baker.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, 2 fouls in this game early on. No bookings or anything like that, like we mentioned. No fouls for the Adrian Bulldogs, though, thus far, who are playing, really well composed for the amount of pressure, amount of offensive pressure that Hope has been putting on them.
Here's Fritz, and Fritz is going to send one into the box, and he gets a good look.
And that's a goal for Adrian.
Wow.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful set piece for the Bulldogs. Wow. What a strike there from Fritz, who hit that ball with a nice in-swinger, nice
gorgeous
curve on that. That's a very dangerous play when you put it in there, right? Anything from like 25 to 30 yards out, right? You put it into the mixer, that's going to be a dangerous thing. And now the Dutchmen and the Bulldogs find themselves tied at 1-1. I think we're in for a track meet here, Matt.
I love it. How about this? Not even 10 minutes in, and we got 2 goals. Fantastic. And yeah, you said it, Fritz with a beautiful, beautiful play right there. Here's the Dutch looking to get quick on the counterattack. That goal went to Brady Musser for the Bulldogs. All right, and here's Adrian. Looking to get some space here. Playing between the defenders. Touch there. Bader with the pass.
Good movement up the field from Adrian right now as Fritz is running onto it here. Ball on the near touch, nearly careening out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in now for the Bulldogs. But, Adrian now getting a little confidence in their game, starting to put high pressure on the Dutchmen here defensively. Oh, we've got a stoppage of time. There's a player down on the field. I'm not sure. It looks like maybe he's holding his face here. Is that number 2 or number 7? Gavin Bignall, yeah. Looks like he maybe got popped in the nose or in the mouth, and maybe he's bleeding a little bit. Not exactly sure what's going on. Of course, if he's bleeding, they got to take him off the field and either sub someone in or wait for him to get some medical attention here. Our staff, athletic training staff here, you can't say enough good things about them. Ashley Ort down on the field right now, giving attention to Bignall, so hopefully he's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he got kind of hit in the face or something like that. Came up grabbing his face as he was running towards the sidelines here. And our training staff's going to check him out and see what's going on.
Yeah, and you said it. Bleeding always the thing. You got to come out for that, of course. So we will see the substitution there, and a throw-in. Bulldogs retain possession. They're going to throw it into the box of the Dutch, and the Bulldogs an opportunity. That shot's going to go careening off of the Hope defense. Oh, and that's going to be one on the pitch right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised that the ref didn't give a booking for that. Ethan Jansen had the Adrian defender kind of dead to rights and put the ball well past him. Adrian defender not quite making a play on the ball in the way that he probably would have liked. Surprised not to see a yellow card come out. It's fairly early in the game to give a yellow card this early, although with a foul kind of from behind like that, you're more than likely going to see those from time to time.
Absolutely. All right, now here is the Hope offense. Wimmer and crew. Crowd by the Bulldogs. A little bit of miscommunication there from the Hope O. That ball is going to be put, and that's just, oh man, it's Cole Pauly doing his thing right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so smart with his positioning. Cole Pauly is never going to, Jake Lyon's got the speed on the outside back, right? We all talk about Jake Lyon's speed. Cole Pauly's probably not going to beat a ton of people in a foot race, but because he's got those long legs, his positioning is so good. He knows exactly where to put his body, and he knows exactly where to play the ball.
Absolutely. Hope in dangerous position here. They're going to switch. All right, here's Mario. Mario going to pass it across. Fake shot attempt. Hope still with possession, and they're going to take a shot here, and it's just wide.
Wow.
Good
Ole
look.
Olsen with the good look. Yeah. Hope really doing a nice job of working that ball around the top of the 18 there. You would have loved to have seen, I know Mario's a left footer, but when Mario cut that ball inside, it almost looked like he had the angle to try to put it far post there. I almost actually said out loud, shoot it, Mario.
Right.
You know, he was about 20, 25 yards out, and that's a perfect position, especially when the goalkeeper's playing that near side post to try to put it upper 90 on that far post. I thought he was going to take that shot right there.
Good opportunities for the Dutch, but this remains a tie game here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Here is the throw in for Hope. 33 minutes remaining here in this first half. So far, we've had some great action from both teams, with Adrian responding to an early goal from DeVries, and here is Hope. Davidson brings it out wide. Here's Olsen.
Yeah, Hope just doing a really nice job of maintaining their shape in the midfield right now, which is something that it's probably going to help them in the long run in this game as they continue to look to build both through the midfield and up the wings. Not a whole lot of build up the wings yet for the Dutchmen today, as Cole Pauly sends this ball long to Mario now. Mario looking to send it across. No, he fakes it across. Jansen across now. Wow.
Dangerous right there.
Yeah, very dangerous. Almost an own goal.
Absolutely.
For the
lead line there in rough position, you know. that cross came in very intense. That's going to set up a corner kick here for Hope.
Yeah, second set piece of the game now, or actually the third if you count the free kick here that Adrian had early on. Adrian's other free kick going for a goal, of course. So hopefully Hope can do something with this set piece here and try to put another goal in before we tick down to about 30 minutes left to play in this first half.
Nice defensive reaction there from the Bulldogs. Gets it right out of the box. Davidson on the corner, and that one's going to go flying into the woods.
That's right.
It'll be fun for the ball boys.
Yeah, we had an intramural soccer game out here last night. We have a faculty staff team that plays here, and we play against the college students. It's a lot of fun.
Who wins?
We won last night, 4-0.
That's surprising.
Is it? Don't say that's surprising. We're a good team.
Well, yeah, right. Yes, of course.
But we lost many a balls in the woods last night, and we had to go fishing for them. I think I might still have a burr or two in my leg tonight, even a day later. But
I hope you didn't take it personal, Paul. I'm sure you guys.
No.
I'm sure you guys.
Yes, we are. It also helps that we have a couple of former college players on our team, even though our average age is nearly twice the age of that of the college students. So, but we have a good time with it, and it's a lot of fun, and it's always a great time when the undergrads are very shocked.
Absolutely right.
At how well the old people can move.
Here's Davidson and the Dutch off of that another set piece opportunity. A nice fancy pass,
play,
Davidson.
Yeah.
How about that? Hope. And here's the cross. Opportunity for the Dutch. Now it's going to go just wide. Good looking opportunity there.
Wow. What a send. That long ball send by Josh Weigel here as he looked to put it across right on top of Cole Pauly's head. That's Cole Pauly looking for, I believe, he's got 3 goals on the season so far, maybe. So looking for his 4th, which is very uncommon for a center back to try to get 4 goals in a season. But Pauly's definitely trying to make his case to, I don't know if there's a record for how many goals a center back scores, but
that's a great question.
Cole Pauly's definitely making his case to be the record holder for that.
Well, we'll see if Pauly and crew can get some more offense going. Hope with some great opportunities in this first half, Paul. And I think Adrian's got to feel pretty good about this tied game right now. Yeah, they should, especially with the way that they've been able to kind of keep Hope off of their end. This opportunity. DeVries with the DeVries. Wow. Trying to get a little cheeky with that one there. That's not going to result. Well, and Adrian's got to be really happy with the way that they've played in their defensive third so far, even though Hope has just dominated possession in their half of the field. One of the things that Adrian has done very well is sniff out some of those attacks outside of that first goal that DeVries scored 2 minutes in.
you've got to be, if you're an Adrian Bulldog fan, you've got to be impressed with the way that they've held the Dutchmen to only 1 goal so far, despite all the chances that they've put on net.
And another opportunity for the Bulldogs, this one.
Yeah. Nice send in there again. A shot from about, or a pass from about 30 yards out to the far post. Not unlike their free kick earlier.
Yep. Easy enough for Hasselbein to corral, but good to see the opportunity there from the Bulldogs. They had some good chances. Switch the field here, and here's Hope. Look at this boot. Another opportunity. This one might be just a touch far. We'll see.
Oh.
Yep. I like the look. Just a little bit too much gas on it. Nice positioning there from keeper for the Bulldogs, Jackson Vaca. Jackson, a junior from Canton, Michigan. Seen his fair share of action so far in this first half, and he's going to boot it. Look at that leg. He's going to bomb that one.
Oh, man.
Deep in Hope territory.
Yeah, 65, 70 yards down the field in the air.
It's like you sending the balls into the woods right
That's
there,
right.
Paul.
I personally didn't have any shots that went over the bar last night.
Cannot confirm. Here is Hope. Retaining position, finding feet. Here's Hasselbein. Hope. As you said before, Paul, looking to maintain good spacing here. They've really done well in the possession. Here's Mario. Hope's controlling the pace right now, feeling very composed.
Yeah, one of the dangerous things that happens with that, though, especially as Hope has been putting a lot of high pressure on in this game, one of the dangerous things that happens with trying to play possession so much in the midfield is that if you lose it, Adrian can form a counterattack very fast. Here comes DeVries.
Another opportunity for DeVries.
Wow, what a save. Vaca with just a fantastic save.
Yeah.
Tom DeVries almost had his second goal of the night. Of course, at this point in time, with the amount of shots he's put on goal, he's probably should have had about 4 or 5. But like I was saying, one of the dangerous things that can happen is if you're trying to play too much possession in the midfield and you're not willing to move the ball up into the attacking position, one of the things that can happen is that the other team can counterattack really quick as you're sending those forwards up and you're waiting to gain that momentum. And Adrian has formed a couple of counterattacks here that have resulted in some kind of some dangerous plays if you're a Dutchman fan.
Absolutely. And for Adrian, you have to capitalize on those opportunities. They did capitalize on one. That's why you see that 1-1 score. We're going to see another set piece here for the Dutch. That last corner went off of Aiden Lee line and out. Here's the boot, and this one, ooh, a dangerous shot there. Hope almost going to retain possession. That one's going to go out of play. All right, here's the Dutch. Lyon. Nope, excuse me. We're going to give that one to the Bulldogs. That seems more accurate. All right, here's the throw-in.
Yeah, I think Jake might have touched that one as that ball was kind of sailing out of bounds. Couldn't get there fast enough. I think if Jake had not kind of stuck out his foot, I bet that I think one of the Bulldogs might have touched it down in the box.
Sure.
Could have been a throw-in for Hope here. But Adrian now with the free kick on this near touch line, as we've got number 10 here, Luke Greitza, looking to take that free kick. And he sends it down now. Really nice send.
All right, and Hope trying to, looking for the turn there. Let's see if the Dutch can retain possession. Look for a counterattack. They got a couple, they got some numbers here. I'd like to switch the field as they've done throughout this first half. Hasselbein. We've seen a lot of Olsen down on that side so far today.
Yeah. Ole's just so smart, so patient with the ball as well. He has as he's displayed multiple times in this game, just fantastic footwork, able to keep every single defender on their toes. Nice send in here. Mario looking to cross it.
Uh-oh, that one's dangerous territory. Not going to muster anything out of that, and that one's going to be, let's just stay with Hope. Mario looking to make something happen there. That one didn't have enough mustard on it, but good opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. In some of the other games that I've called here with a couple of other colleagues, Mr. Matt Margarone likes to say, when his head hits the pillow tonight, he's going to be thinking about that. I bet Mario wishes that he could have sent that ball just a little higher. That one's kind of skated a little close to the ground.
Nice throw in there from Paulie. Paulie's going to send it across. Wimmer and crew. All right, and we're going to see Hope with another opportunity. They're going to send it across. That one's going to go a little far, but here's Mario. Mario in a similar position as he just was. He's going to try and pass it. Nobody there. That's going to go for the Bulldogs. A nice move there. CJ Fritz looking to run the counterattack. Killiam Green with the pass in. And
wow,
Hasselbein,
yeah.
nicely covered there.
Yeah, what was interesting there that happened is that Fritz just kind of ran free on that far side.
Yep.
A little miscommunication maybe between Wimmer and Jake Lyon as Hope was really trying to recover off of that quick counterattack. And CJ Fritz really kind of just solo out there in the far corner of the 18, making space for himself and making himself known. Oh no, as Josh Weigel trips on that ball here.
Another opportunity for the Bulldogs. They're going to look for a through ball here that deflects off of the Bulldog player, and they're going to get close to the box here. Another opportunity.
Smart play back there for the Bulldogs to kind of work the ball back and maybe try to build back through the center here. They only had 2 men down here, and Hope with all of their defense back on the line there. Yeah, that's going to be a foul for sure.
That's more of a basketball move than a soccer move right there.
That's right. That's a screen. But yeah, still against the rules in soccer. Especially when you kind of sandwich a player between 2 others.
That would make for a very entertaining offensive strategy, though, to run some of those screens. I'd love to see that. Here's Hope back on possession here. And CJ Fritz, we just mentioned, he's had a great game. He had a beautiful ball earlier. He's contributed on most of these Bulldogs attempts, it feels like. Here's Davidson with a lovely pass.
Oh, wow.
And, man, Hope. One thing they have had for sure this first half, Paul, is opportunities. They have had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Only that one goal. You got to be thinking, man, we could put a couple more of these in. That went just a little bit too far from Davidson.
Yeah, you got to wonder if at halftime, if Coach Blahnik is going to talk to them a little bit more about putting some earlier shots on goal, putting it down into the mixer, making the keeper work for those saves. But it's important to really put those balls on frame, right? You can't just shoot just to shoot, right? You can't just shoot just to have the keeper parry it away. It's got to be with intent, and it's got to be with purpose. And I think Hope has done a fantastic job, but they've done a little dinking and dunking around the top of the 18 when they probably could have put a shot towards the net.
Absolutely. And here's the Dutch looking for feet. And they've got some here. Hope, and here's a pass that's going to deflect off a Bulldog defender.
Yeah, that's one of those weird ones where it deflects off of the shoe of the defending player, not with express intent to go back to the keeper. Yep. So the keeper grabbing that one with his hands, you may have heard it in the crowd here. A couple people went, "Hey!" As though they were thinking that was an illegal pass back to the keeper, but just kind of an errant deflection off of the foot.
Here's the Bulldogs. Looking for some space. Nice defensive work from the Dutch, but looks like we're going to get a call on the Bulldogs here.
Yeah, Jake Lyon with the speed on that one to really shield off the defender from the ball and just do a remarkable job of winning that space, as Jake has the speed to certainly close down that empty space. And the Bulldog offensive player there. Oh, a nice send by Matt Davidson.
Look at that.
Yeah. Running on. Nobody there in the middle.
Yep.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know, I love the unselfish play by Ole Olsen to try to put that ball into the middle. But he's running under that ball with a full head of steam. You'd love to see him just strike it, get his knee over the ball, and hit it towards the net.
Here's Davidson. Nice move. We'll go back out to Olsen.
You know, Matt, with the amount of chances that have happened tonight, it feels like this game should be 4-1 at this point in time. Hope looking to put constant pressure on Adrian here, but Adrian doing a fantastic job of just staying in and holding their ground as best as they can. Headed on now.
A little back and forth. And Davidson, they're trying to keep this in here. Oh, and a little incidental contact. That can be a dangerous play right there.
Yeah,
so we got a man down for the Bulldogs.
2 Adrian players colliding there, number 10 and number 14. Chris I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Chris Chiz. Chris Chiz and Luke Greitza.
Chiz, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, really hard collision there in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Both players thankful to just get up and walk away from that, as they were both going for that 50-50 ball, as was one of the Hope players. And Adrian just happened to collide with each other, unfortunately.
Absolutely. And you mentioned 4-1, Paul. The games feel like it's going to be 4-1. Calvin, speaking of the team that Hope is going to play out in Grand Rapids, C to the Alvin, they won 4-1 today.
Okay.
So, you know, that's a team that's going to capitalize on opportunities. If you're Hope, you got to be thinking about what's next. It's a nice ball there, another opportunity for the Dutch.
Ball sent across, yeah, dangerous one there. Again, Hope really trying to play those balls across the center for on-running attackers to really put that ball on frame, but Adrian doing a fantastic job of just sniffing that out every single time.
All right, here's the Dutch. Olsen. Going to lose that touch there. That's going to get sent out. Paulie's going to keep it in. And here's a big boot right there, indeed. All right, and we've got, oh boy, that's one's going to be a little closer, Hesselbein, but he's able to recoup. They had a streaking C.J. Fritz, and he's been all over the place today.
Yeah, he sure has. His level of fitness is off the charts tonight, as he has just been running all over the field.
Opportunity again for the Dutch. Bulldogs' defense is quickly there. They've done a good job of reacting on these counterattacks. All right, and here is Hope, a little bit of space out wide. Going to send that one, and it's going to go right off of the Bulldog defender. And we're going to get, I don't know if that stayed in. We might have a corner here.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
It's a close one. Might be a throw-in. I'm not sure, Paul. Looks like it's corner. Yeah, we got the set piece.
Ref pointed to the corner there. Number 15 now going down. When he was trying to clear that ball off of the end line, he stood up and kind of started walking a little bit more gingerly. I think he may have pulled something as he was trying to clear that ball out. As he was definitely in pain. You could see him as he was walking towards the middle of the 18, just really unable to put any weight on, I believe it was his right leg. Not sure if it could be a muscle cramp, it could be quad, something, but he definitely couldn't put any weight on it. It was limping pretty bad down on that far side of the 18 there. We're going to get a little break in the action here, Matt. You mentioned Calvin. Who did they beat tonight? You don't remember?
That's Trine.
Oh, Trine. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan Babbitt.
Our friends in the booth here, yes. Alan Babbitt, Sports Information Director, shouting at us from the other end of the press box here, giving us
great teamwork.
Great teamwork.
Beat Alma 4-1 as well.
Okay.
Albion beat Alma as well. How about that? MIAA action.
Yeah. Alan Babbitt, he knows everything. We're just right off the top of his head. I don't even think he needed to look at his computer for that one.
And all that.
The numbers are still coming.
Yes, they are indeed.
We're going to see how long we can go with this game here. That is awesome.
Temperature 75.
Yeah, we're seeing the Adrian player here. Is that number 15? Aiden Biter coming off of the field now. It looks like he's definitely grabbing like his right quad there as he's coming off of the pitch now, looking to get some attention from our training staff. Could be a Charlie horse, could be a pulled muscle. You never want to see something like that happen, of course, but hopefully they're going to take good care of him down here on the sidelines and get him nice and healed up here.
Coming in is Andrew Pope. And we're going to see the set piece for the Dutch. They've had several corners this first half. Here's another one. Hope looking at dangerous opportunity, ball in the air. It's going to be well played from the Bulldogs. They're going to send it out.
Throw in now for the Dutchman on this near touchline here. Cole Pauly jogging pretty much he's the one who took the corner kick, jogging literally from the opposite end of the field to take this throw in. Cole Pauly known for his stalwart defense, but also known for his big throws here.
Speaking of
that
which,
ball goes right into the middle of the 18 with a nice throw from Pauly, sniffed out now by the Adrian Bulldogs, and a great settle by the goalkeeper, Jackson Vaca.
Yeah, and you said, I mean, Cole Pauly, that large frame, those long arms, those long strides, just a real force on the pitch. Whenever you see him, it reminds me, I'm a Liverpool fan, reminds me a little bit of Virgil van Dijk in his heyday, just running around, and you just know that presence when it's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Adrian looking to just kind of take their time right now. Perfectly happy with just this 1-1 tie at the moment, not seemingly in a rush. They're trying to slow Hope's pace down quite a bit, as this game, with 2 early goals in this first half, has really kind of slowed down quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Adrian now, again, making Hope play at their pace. CJ Fritz acting like he was going to take the throw and then just dropping the ball at the sideline here. A little bit of gamesmanship there.
Love it.
Adrian really looking to control the pace of this game now, and Hope is going to have to do something to counteract what Adrian is doing with trying to slow them down. I would look for Hope to still try to put that ball right into the mixer, as they have seemingly been doing. Ole Olsen now.
Good opportunity for Olsen. Olsen's going to, and that's going to set up another set piece.
Yeah. One of the things that Hope did really well early on, and we mentioned it, is control the ball through the midfield, and that did lead to a couple of quick counterattacks by the Bulldogs. But also at the same time, that's when Hope was playing their best, right?
Absolutely.
When they were able to work that ball through the middle with some really fast play, as we see another set piece here.
Man, so many of these last couple of minutes.
That's right. Another set piece here. Matty Davidson going to take this kick here for the corner kick, as he looks to set it up on that far corner there. Ole Olsen just kind of wide open here, right near this near touchline. Davidson looking to send that ball in to the far post.
A little bit much, but that's close. Look at that. I thought that one's going to be a little bit far to get to a Hope player, but a great opportunity. It's going to be corralled from Vaca.
Yeah. Just a great positioning there by Vaca to just kind of stand in, because Ethan Jansen was right there.
Absolutely.
And had every right in the world to score that goal with his head, but Vaca stepping in and snatching it right out of the air.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Adrian. For some context, Adrian hasn't beat Hope in this matchup since 2017. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Right. This series overall, Adrian 7-21-1 against Hope. They've really had the upper hand. So to go into halftime, even at a tie game, the way they've played, it's got to be a big booster for this team. I mean, I said it earlier. There's no sugarcoating. It's been a hard season so far for the Bulldogs. They've only got 1 win, right? 6 losses. This is a really good Hope team to be tied with at half, and there's a lot to build on, I think, here from the Bulldogs. You said it. Strong showing for most of it. I mean, they've faced a lot of Hope opportunities, but I think the way they've responded, especially on these set pieces, they've been pretty composed defensively, I think, against this offensive unit. And here is the Dutch. About 13 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, Hope looking to just kind of settle it in, as DeVries now takes the ball inside the 18. Hope looking to kind of build a little bit here as DeVries slips that ball now on the far side. One back by the Dutchman, sent back in, and just nothing doing there, Now a throw in for the Dutchman on this far side here. Hope still playing patient, but not playing with the amount of intensity that they did in those first 10 to 15 minutes. Still playing incredibly patient soccer here. Still controlling the pace as much as possible. Probably not as quick as Coach Blahnik would have liked at this point. But also, too, we're ticking down to 12 minutes left in this first half. The Dutchmen have not subbed a single person yet in this contest. So their legs are bound to be tired here, even though their fitness level is top notch.
And here's a cross in between, another opportunity for Hope. Oh man, was that Pauly on the header there? It was
Ethan Jansen.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Jansen.
Substitutions.
And speaking of substitutions, we're going to get 2 here for the Bulldogs. We're going to see Dante Grasso and Juan Tapia coming into the game.
Yeah. CJ Fritz coming out of the game, getting a well-deserved rest for the amount of hustle and work that he has put in so far in this contest here. We've got, some new head coaches going at each other in this match too, Matt. Charlie Miles, coach for Adrian in his first season here. Dave Blahnik in his second season here for the Dutchman. Both coaches looking to kind of make their definite collision there. Between Jansen and Brady Musser, as Ethan was trying to get around that play, sent that ball down the touchline here, and Musser just stood in his way.
Yep. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You're in that position. Yeah, you said it. I actually had the opportunity to call a game with Coach Blahnik a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's amazing.
And what a treat to see him go on and be the head coach and everything he's done with the program. And at that time, I was thinking, hey, this is a pretty knowledgeable, this is a good guy. I didn't know he was going to end up being the head coach of the program.
Sure.
But man, what a treat that was.
Hesselbein with the smart play there. Daniel Hesselbein, even though he's a goalkeeper, a beautiful send there to DeVries.
Ooh. And man, that's one of those situations where you might even draw a PK, right, with the 2 players around you. Hope still with the possession here. Here's Olsen. See what Olsen can drop here. It tries to get cheeky and goes around the defender, but that's going to end up in a goal kick. A little bit of contact, nothing called on the pitch.
Yeah. As this first half winds down here, Matt, you've got to be really thankful if you're a Bulldog fan to not be down 4-1, 5-1 at this point in time, right? As 2 substitutions now looking to check into this match, we've got Ben Bush and A.J. Boucher, the transfer from Western Michigan. This will be the first time that we're seeing A.J. come into a contest this year, as he was out with an injury for the first half of this season here during non-conference play. But you love to see AJ making his debut against a conference opponent to see what he can do. The transfer from Western Michigan, like I said, highly touted recruit coming in. Hope, of course, we've mentioned it before, 14 brand new players on this team, including transfers and first-year players. And Hope just doing a fantastic job of setting up a great culture here where these first-time players can step right in and succeed in this program. And that's a huge credit to Coach Dave Blahnik as well in the program that he's trying to build here.
They keep going, then eventually those faculty staff games might get a little closer, Paul.
Yeah, that's right.
And look at that crowd reaction right there.
Yeah. AJ Boucher, the AJ Boucher fan club is out and active tonight.
That is awesome.
Of course, everybody's been kind of waiting for AJ to get into a game this season, as he has missed the first, 9 games now. Mm-hmm. So, one of the things that one of the things that the Hope faithful are looking for is just a strong showing from the transfer player here.
All right, and we're going to see another substitution.
And now AJ is coming off the field, as they are not apparently not allowed to. The referee's not allowing them to sub on this free kick here. Everybody's just kind of standing around, not entirely sure what happened. But Tom DeVries, Ethan Jansen, and Josh Weigel running back out onto the field from the bench, being like, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, guys.
And so much for the substitutions that you were mentioning.
That's right. Yeah. You gotta bet too, if you're a Hope fan, when they have the opportunity to actually come in, and now they do. Now it's officially subs, and here we go. The crowd gonna give another round of applause here for the subs. Kind of a fake out at first, but we're back, and now we've got the substitutions in here.
Can't complain about 2 rounds of applause.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Ben Bush checking in as well.
Referee, I believe, calling a handball there, maybe.
And Boucher I'm going to get some action here. Just mentioned
early on with the first free kick here. You know, you gotta hope that his legs are warm enough, as this is the first time that he's been on the pitch in a game.
All right.
Looking to send it in here now.
And Boucher with a nice kick.
Beautiful ball in. Ball sent back here to Colton.
And Hope. That one's going to go straight to the keeper.
Yeah, Wimmer's going to want that one back for sure, as Jake Lyon was running on to that. Jake Lyon all the way back from the defensive wing back there, making the run, trying to get a play on the ball. Of course, Jake Lyon, for the first couple of years that he played here, he was a striker. And so it's kind of a rare occasion that you see a striker be willing to go back onto defense. Oh, Matt Davidson here getting bumped from behind, looking like he took a little bonk to the head there. But it's a rare occasion to see a striker who's usually accustomed to scoring a lot of goals go back to a defensive wing-back position. But Jake Lyon has done so, and done so with great success.
All right, and here's the Dutch. Nice touch there. Oh, that's they had a great opportunity, but, man, that ball just gets just past Ben Bush. Hope still retains it, though. Boucher. Hope taking their time, playing it patiently. Boucher with it again. He's seen some quick action in this game. Thought about it there. Wimmer takes his time, sends it back. Oncoming defense from the Bulldogs. Oh, and the nice touch set up there for Olsen. Olsen, see what he does here. And, tries to make the move to no avail.
Yeah, really nice defensive play there from the Bulldogs as well. And a nice turn, and that's definitely going to be a foul here in the middle of the field. Really nice turn on the ball there from Adrian, number 22. That's Kellum Green.
Product of Ontario. As a Canadian citizen, I had to say that.
Oh, you're from Canada?
I am.
Ah.
Just a little plug for all my people north of the border out there.
There you go.
If there are any listening to this broadcast, you're appreciated by me. All right. Here's the Dutch on the counterattack. 5.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Score is still 1-1. And it has been for about 30-some minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
2 quick goals in this game, Paul. And then it's just slowing down a little bit. But at the same time, I mean, there's been a lot of opportunities. Here's the Dutch.
Yeah, and, you know, shot percentage-wise, Adrian really making the most of their opportunities here with what they've had, as they've had, you know, they're scoring a goal.
Oh,
trying to catch a keeper off the line.
That's going to go in the net.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you got to love that one.
Oh,
how about
my goodness.
Oh, that's a dream goal for
That's Griffin Brown.
Holy smokes.
Just with his best David Beckham impression.
Wow.
What an unbelievable turn here, as we were talking about the way that this game was taking shape.
I like that. Bend it like Brown. I don't know what else to say. That's pretty good right there.
You know, and Griffin Brown is our game day cover athlete for this game today.
He deserves it now. There we go.
He absolutely deserves it.
He's done his duty to deserve that cover status.
That was what a smart play to see the keeper that far off of his line to send it in, and that ball just sails right into the net.
No hesitation at all. You know, you see the opportunity and you just let it rip. Sometimes that's what you got to do, and right there for Griffin Brown. Oh man, I'd love to watch that one again. That was awesome,
absolutely. Yeah, bend it like Brown, like you said.
Bend it like Brown.
Eerily reminiscent of Carly Lloyd's goal a couple of 6 or 7 years ago in the Women's World Cup, where she spotted one of the, I believe it was Japanese or Chinese keeper, off of their line and put it in over their head as well.
Second goal of the season for Brown. And joins De Vries as the two Dutch score a goal today. Looking for Mario, and it looks like that one's going to be onside.
Yeah.
Mario's going to look in. Oof, yep.
Going to be a throw-in now. A.J. Boucher taking this throw-in on the near side here. Nope. Cole Pauly's going to run down, take that.
Oh, man. Cole, man, that little bit of extra cardio for Cole Pauly.
That's right.
It's time to run across the field again. All right, Coach.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Cole Pauly with just a quick throw to A.J.
right?
here.
Just look at that. There's Boucher, and Boucher's going to try and bend it.
Oh, a nice send there to that far post. Jake Lyon trying to keep it in, pleading with the official. We don't have the fancy VAR stuff here that they do in the Premier League or in the World Cup, but
it's coming.
It's coming. It's definitely coming. Quick question for you. I've been asked this question by Megan Bigelow, who often calls the women's games here. How do you feel about VAR?
How do I feel about VAR?
Yes.
I like it when it benefits my team.
There you go. There you go. Spoken like a true selfish fan. Yes.
Indeed. An honest one at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Megan asked me that question in one of the games that she and I called earlier this season, the Hope women's team taking on Illinois Wesleyan in that game. I had said my father was an official for a number of years and an umpire, so he did a number of basketball games, college basketball games and high school football. And one of the things that he always taught me is that the best thing about a game is that it has the human element of error. And you're going to get calls wrong. VAR takes away the ability for people to be human and make mistakes. And I think that it puts us in a weird territory of relying too much on assistive technology to make things easier for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting point. Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. I mean, there could be things beyond VR that impact the game, right, if it's similar technological territory. I'm not sure what those things are, but you raise a good point. At what point does do you keep eliminating those human things, especially by a referee?
Right. Well, and you're seeing it with baseball where they're testing, where the pitch was, in where the pitch was going in terms of the strike zone and, all these other things that you can do digitally. But I think the beautiful thing about sport is that it's full of complicated people making complicated decisions. And people are going to make mistakes.
I think soccer is a very fast-paced game as well, right?
Totally.
Like I think about some sports, like basketball with a shot clock, you can review if it's .01 or .00. That might be more straightforward. And we're going to see the cross attempt here and Hope with another opportunity. Here's Davidson. He's got some space here. He's going to keep it at his feet. Passes it in the box. Dangerous territory for the Dutch again. Bulldogs all over.
And the referee giving a PK here. Oh, the Adrian faithful cannot believe it. Griffin Brown making his case for man of the match here. If he puts this PK away, not only is he the cover model for a game day program today, but he's got the other goal here that notches Hope at a 2-1 lead and has the chance now with this PK to put Hope up 3-1.
Here's Brown with a shot, and that's going to be easy.
Beautiful goal
for Griffin Brown. 3-1 for the Dutch, 2 for Brown today, and you said it. Man of the match territory for Griffin right there.
Absolutely. Hope really starting to gain more confidence now. You can really tell from the way that they've been playing, stepping into kind of owning who they are offensively a little bit more, putting more high pressure, and keeping that ball in the defensive third of Adrian right now. Bulldogs looking a little gassed as this half ticks down to 1 minute left.
Absolutely. Griffin Brown has scored 3 goals in his career. He gets number 4 and 5 today against the Bulldogs. And just under 1 minute remaining. And, man, a couple of minutes ago, we were talking about how Adrian had to feel so good. It's 1-1.
That's right.
They've maintained this pressure, and now Hope gets 2. And that lid on the cookie jar, I think, has been removed.
Yeah, Hope looking to still maintain this high pressure as this half ticks down with nearly 30 seconds left here. Hope up 3-1 at this moment against the Adrian Bulldogs. Jake Lyon streaking down the field.
In there.
Wow.
There's Pauly. He's going to rip one.
Ooh. And that's the type of shot that you like to see where that ball's bouncing. Cole Pauly running with a full head of steam.
Mario here. Here's Davison. Davison's going to cut it in, and Hope's got to, I think that's going to end our half here unless we can get an opportunity. In the last couple seconds, it's going to go out.
Yep.
And Paul, how about this first half?
Wow. Pretty much at a stalemate for about 60%, 70% of this first half. Hope with two kind of late half goals here to go up 3-1 now. Griffin Brown with both of those goals, a beautiful bend it like Brown from almost midfield moment that he had, and then that PK that he took that he just buried in the back of the net. If you're an Adrian Bulldog fan, you've got to be really happy with what your team has done against a very good Dutchman soccer team here. Adrian has put in a tremendous amount of pressure on the Dutchmen in this first half and taken their opportunities and made the most of them.
Absolutely. And we almost forgot DeVries with another goal. It just feels like that happens so often.
Sure.
Right? I think that might be number 5 on the season. He had several opportunities as well. Overall, a good half for Hope College. And before we cut to break, I just want to take a second to shout out our anchor sponsors. Paul, Hope College Athletics would like to thank the following boosters and generous sponsors for their support of our athletic programs here at Hope. We give thanks for these community partnerships and their support of the mission of Hope College Athletics. We'd like to thank Lawrence and Vanderswart Financial Planning, BPW, Custer Insurance, and Lighthouse Title Group. Paul, before we cut to a break, any last thoughts?
No, I would love to see what Hope does coming out in this second half to see if they're going to keep the pressure high on Adrian. I think one of the best things that they did right out the gate was what you saw in that back half or the last maybe 8 minutes of this first half, putting a ton of high pressure on the Bulldogs, working the ball around the top of the 18 and trying to put it on frame as best as they can. I wouldn't be surprised to see Blahnik say, more of that, please. Give me more of that in the second half.
Absolutely. Great analysis, Paul. Once again, my name is Matt Roblin here with Paul Willard. It's a beautiful night at Vanderbilt Soccer Stadium. Thank you so much for being with us, and we will resume this call after halftime. Go Dutch.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
Don't get me started, I'm pleading. If this is a race, can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. The well of the storm, I feel like it's season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the van, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I cross the finish line, I'm number one. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the loss like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard him say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Running back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope.
In our popular mythology, revolutions happen in Silicon Valley, right? But no, the revolution happened here.
I think we are starting a revolution. It's coming from a very strong sense of who we are.
It's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
There's something magical happens when you shift from being a payer to being a giver.
Hope Forward has 58 students, I think, today-ish. You know, when we started in '94, we had 47. It's doable. What they're trying to do is doable. Getting people to believe early on is the hardest part.
It has given people a sense of belonging to a cause greater than themselves.
This can happen. This is possible, and we need each of you to be brand ambassadors for this initiative.
We're all aware of the crisis in American education. There are other crises as well that I think are linked to it. The second is the crisis facing our young people, the mental health crisis. And the third crisis is the crisis in our church. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, I see it as not just addressing the first of those crises, but all three of them.
The students are incredible, and the idea is incredible. Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
I've said this a million times, but who better than a place called Hope to run toward things that to the world look hopeless?
Every day, the people of Hope College are
leading,
discovering,
believing,
dreaming,
pursuing,
serving,
innovating,
exploring,
creating,
collaborating,
questioning,
curing.
We are finding new ways to do old things.
We are challenging the status quo
and building a legacy.
We are pursuing truth.
We are solving tomorrow's problems today.
We are thinking globally.
We are faithfully hoping.
We are celebrating victories.
This day and every day,
we are strengthened by our faith,
bound by a shared commitment to building community,
and dedicated to providing our students with a world-class liberal arts education.
Faithful,
welcoming, transformational.
This is Hope College.
to the 2023 Catalyst Summit.
This is Malcolm Gladwell. Thank you. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, it's actually far more of a revolution than you may give yourself credit for.
What's going to differentiate you in the fullness of time is the content of your character and the courage you have to bring to the situation.
The obstacle was getting people to believe that change was possible.
If one person invests time, energy, and resources in the trajectory of another person, change their life forever.
And in getting to know them individually and a group, they have brightened my heart and spirit as to the future of young people at Hope College.
It's like the biggest investment and trust a college can give to a student. And when a 17 or 18-year-old is invested by that much, I feel like it changes your daily life.
The work in this exhibit represents the lived experiences and future impact of 58 incredible people.
Very late night.
Yeah, very late.
Yeah.
Very late night at 7 o'clock.
Yes, that's right.
Something about being on the receiving end of being told you are worthy. This is a pure gratuity, and all we are asking is that you consider what it is to respond to this kind of grace later in life to future generations. And I was like, what this really is like it's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
College is priceless, but it's way too expensive. I think the crazy thing is that no one is really doing anything to really solve that puzzle.
It is one of those wonderful ideas that people are going to try and politicize it, but it's non-politicizable.
Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
Okay. Welcome back to Van Andel Soccer Stadium. My name is Paul Willard. I am here with Matt Roblin. Did I do it right?
Paul,
it's so hard because you've got an ROE in your name, and then you got
it's a hard one.
It is a hard one.
I had a soccer coach once who used to call me Roblin. I think that was the worst I got.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I would never do that. Well, here we are back at Van Andel Soccer Stadium on a very warm early October game night here. You are watching the Flying Dutchman take on the Bulldogs from Adrian. Dutchman going up 3-1 thanks to two outrageously fantastic goals, one of them being a PK from Griffin Brown, certainly making his case for man of the match like we talked about. Griffin bordering on the territory of a hat trick tonight, Matt. Only 3 of them happening at Van Andel Soccer Stadium in the history of Hope College here. The most recent being back in 2018 with Logan Bilesma against Olivet, back in 2011 with Jason Muller against Alma, and then back in 2010 as well with Sean Grotzma that game was against the Milwaukee School of Engineering, which I didn't even know was a school until today. So here we are. It's almost like that school, that Division II school called Colorado School of the Mines. And I only know that because they were in the national championship game football last year against Ferris State in the Division II national championship game.
Is that where you got your first degree from, Paul?
It is
Colorado
not.
School of the Mines?
Okay, no, definitely. I did work at Ferris State for a number of years, but yeah, it's one of those schools where it's like, well, I know exactly what you do. You're the Colorado School of the Mines. You're the Milwaukee School of Engineering. It is not hard to figure out exactly what you stand for when everything is that exact and precise in your name.
Well, tonight it's felt like Hope College, the school of men's soccer.
That's right. Yeah, very nice work
and
there.
Another, oh man.
Wow. Man, Mario just dribbling in. You would love to see him try to put that maybe on goal there. It looks like he had the angle. But yes, Hope College, School of Men's Soccer. That sounds great. That's our new tagline, right?
I like that, Paul. I like that.
You know, forget the Hope Forward program. Forget everything we know about liberal arts. Hope College.
Just nobody watching at home, just don't cut out that just the broadcast.
That's right.
And context is important, guys.
Yes, of course. Yes. Adrian now with the free kick on the far side here. Dutchman putting a lot of early pressure on the Bulldogs from Adrian, as we would expect to see in this first part of the second half here.
Man, and you said it. How exciting would it be to see a hat trick today with Griffin Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Hope on the defense here.
Yeah, you got to wonder if Coach Blahnik's going to try to get him back into the game here as it wears on, and maybe Hope is able to build a little bit more of a cushion as this contest between two MIAA opponents wears down here. If we look at, Matt, one of the things that I was looking at is time of possession here and shots on goal. Like we mentioned, one of the things that I mentioned in that first half is that Adrian has made the most of their opportunities here. 2 total shots for them, but 2 of them being on goal, one of them going right into the goal on that free kick, of course. Hope going 5 for 15 for shots on frame versus shots on goal. Only 1 save thus far for Hesselbein back there. Only 2 technical saves for the goalie from Adrian as well. But Hope has put just a ton of shots into the box. Absolutely. Onto the net. Lots of them sailing over, some of them hitting the post. We had, DeVries had one that hit the post earlier. Yeah, and that's going to be a handball on Matty Davidson there.
Yeah, and absolutely. I mean, we talked about the possession in the first half, right? But actually getting those quality opportunities towards the end of the first half, that was the cherry on top. That's what needed to happen from Hope. It's not just, hey, they were controlling the ball and it was good, but to get some aggressive takes. And, man, that Griffin Brown, that last goal, just not the awareness and the IQ to rip that in. Yeah. That was such a great way, I think, to finish the half for Blahnik and crew.
CJ Fritz with the dangerous send in now. Of course, he's the one who hit that ball and had the assist in the first half for Adrian's lone goal thus far. Time of possession in that first half, Matt, the Dutchman winning that battle handily, 73-27. And most of that 73% was all in Adrian's defensive third. And, Adrian was able to form a couple of good counterattacks, not really able to put very many shots on goal, like we mentioned, only 2 so far. Hope putting 15 balls towards the net, 5 of them going on frame, as DeVries now has that ball and he's running onto it. Oh, nice little slide tackle there from the Adrian defender, as DeVries was certainly running with a full head of steam there.
When he gets going, that speed is fun to watch. Nice ball to Fritz here. Fritz has been all over the pitch tonight, and he's trying to get some moves going.
Ooh, nice shot there from Fritz. A left-footed shot hits the outside netting, and Hesselbein just really happy to let that ball go right out of bounds for a goal kick here for the Dutchman. Griffin Brown starting this half. Maybe Blahnik is looking to get him that hat trick very early on here. We'll see what kind of takes shape here as the Dutchmen look to form the attack now. Ball sent down to Mario with a beautiful touch on the ball. Leaves it behind. Oh, nothing. Yeah, they're going to call foul there. Adrian now with the free kick inside of the 18 here.
Yeah, man, beautiful touch from Mario there. I think there's been a couple plays similar to that when he's had some really good positioning and just hasn't been able to connect on that cross or that extra pass or that extra touch. That's one thing, if we want to be constructive, I think Hope's had several of those opportunities today where maybe just a little bit quicker decision making or maybe just getting more of a direct shot on net. However, whatever form that takes could be advantageous for the crew.
Oh, Cole Pauly putting on the speed there to watch that ball sail out of bounds here for a goal kick. Certainly a dangerous play, though, from Adrian, sending that ball down as they were looking to try to form a counterattack here.
As I mentioned earlier in the game, this series, Hope has won 21 of 29 matches. Adrian has not won since 2017, so Hope looking to extend what has been a dominant few years in this conference matchup. Here are the Bulldogs. And Hope gets possession. We're going to leave it there. Davison. He's got Olsen out wide, and he's going to hit him on the feet. See what Olsen can muster up here. He's going to use some nice footwork to create some space. Back to Davison. And Dutch being patient here, as we saw a lot in that first half, Paul.
Oh, nice hustle play there from DeVries. Who else but Tom DeVries, right? Ole Olsen trying to get around the defender there.
Looked like almost a little old there, eh?
Yeah, getting a little swim move there from the Adrian defender as he was surely grabbing him around the waist a little bit.
I think you're right.
CJ Fritz now with the ball in the middle of the field, blocked by Cole Pauly, wanting a handball there. CJ Fritz holding his arm up in the air, saying it hit right here underneath his elbow maybe. Jake Lyon on this near touch stepping in for the defensive play. Adrian still maintaining possession right now, though, as it sends in. Easy head down there from Cole Pauly.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, Paul, this half, how aggressive Hope plays. If they're going to park the bus here a little bit as we get deeper, or if they continue to generate some offensive chances here as we see Olsen. I imagine we'll see more of the same in terms of patient control, possession, Blahnik's pace.
Yeah, one of the things that you really kind of wonder about. Oh, a nice send there. Wow.
Looking for DeVries, a little
extracurricular there at the end of the play. A good fair amount of gamesmanship there, a little bit of acting by the Adrian defender, a little bit of extra by Tom DeVries. Tom DeVries lucky to walk away without getting a booking there for that one. But I think the ref kind of knew that that Adrian defender took a little bit of a dive. Wimmer winning that header. Oh, Ethan Jansen really trying to run onto that, win that 50-50, and just dispossessed right there. But Adrian doing a fantastic job of still hanging around here, playing the ball more in the defensive third of Hope than they did pretty much the entire first half in these first 10 minutes here. And hopefully is able to form some sort of counterattack here, build the ball back up through the middle, play with some more pace like they have been. Oh, a nice send on there as DeVries puts on the wheels. Oh, a nice cut there. Leaves it. Jansen with the ball at the top of the 18. Now looks, just put over the bar with that strong left foot of Ethan Jansen. He'll want that one back for sure. But Tom DeVries turning on the wheels right there, making that run, and then just making a beautiful quick cut to the inside. To try to make a play on that ball and put it for his teammates.
Yeah, and you talked about Hope countering and playing. Cole Pauly, what a beautiful pass starts the break. You'd love to see that. That's well done from the Dutch there.
Jake Lyon giving chase. speedy attacking player there for the Bulldogs. Juan Tapia really kind of giving Jake Lyon all that he could handle in terms of speed there. And we all know that Jake Lyon is extremely fast. So that's credit to Juan there for really testing Jake Lyon.
Here's the Dutch. Griffin Brown.
Oh,
nice
what
leave.
a beautiful leave.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on, put that shot on goal.
Olsen
There
with
it
the
is.
Shot.
Oh, man.
That was a beautiful setup right there.
Really beautiful setup. The crowd kind of audibly groaning there as they were waiting for Ole to strike that on a one-touch shot. God, what just a beautiful cheeky touch there from Jansen to lay that off as to an on-running Ole Olsen.
Oh, man.
He'll want that one back for sure. He's going to dream about that, maybe have nightmares about it tonight. We'll see how that goes for him, but definitely CJ Fritz now. Physical play here from Maddie Davidson and CJ Fritz. Of course, CJ Fritz we've mentioned all game. Has just been all over the field tonight, making plays wherever he can, including the fantastic assist that he had on the Adrian's lone goal so far. We're getting a stoppage of time here now. Maddie Davidson coming off the pitch, I think, for blood, potentially. Kind of grabbing his nose, grabbing his mouth, letting the referee hear it for the fact that he's like, hey, I'm bleeding for a reason. Somebody hit me.
There's a reason there's blood on my face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of pleading his case with the referee there, saying, I kind of got clocked in the mouth there. May have been inadvertent contact, unintentional contact, but still, all the same, the refs got to maintain a little bit more control over those situations when they happen, especially if somebody gets hit in the head or hit in the face. You really don't ever want to see anybody have to take any sort of injury like that. But looks like now it's going to be might be just kind of a free kick here, or maybe a throw-in on this far side for Adrian as the referee stopped time for Matt Davidson to get off the field because of the blood.
And Josh Weigel coming in for Davidson.
16, Andre Hofius.
And we'll see a substitution for Adrian as well. Andre Hofius coming in. We saw a bit of him in the first half.
Yeah, referee just going with a drop ball there for Adrian and a quick touch.
Oof. Nice defensive work and a good opportunity here for Hope. Got some numbers, got to make up their mind here. Looking to get creative there around.
Yeah, that ball you want, that ball across, maybe play that one, try to play it on the ground. I know that they were trying to, like you said, get a little creative there, trying to flick it on, maybe give them a little something to run onto. Sometimes the simple pass is always the right one.
You're not wrong. Line with a throw into Brown. Brown's going to flip the pitch.
Yeah, one of the things that I think Hope has done really well in this second half here. Maybe, we're, just over 10 minutes gone.
Yep.
Hope has done a really great job of hustling and playing through the midfield. I really would look forward to them continuing to do that. As Wimmer dribbles in. Wow. Putting a shot on goal there. Wimmer controlling that ball, earning his number 10 jersey number there, looking like Lionel Messi out on the pitch. But yeah, speaking of building through the midfield, Hope has done a really good job so far in these first 15 minutes and has really held Adrian at bay in the midfield here, which is not surprising.
That's how they started the game too, Paul.
Totally.
Yeah, they started amazing from the midfield in this game. A lot of control there. Worked the offense through the midfield. And we saw that early goal just 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Right? And that was set up by some beautiful play from Hope.
Yeah, you kind of have to wonder if they're going to start to push this pace a little bit more. Adrian subbing a lot of people in on and off the pitch here in that first half. Hope giving virtually 0 subs except for the 3 who came in with about 8 minutes left in that first half. Smartly played there by the keeper to come out near the edge of the 18 and grab that. But yeah, you kind of wonder if Adrian's you kind of have to wonder if Adrian's fitness is going to start to wane a little bit. It looked like in that first half, one of the things that Adrian tried to do was really slow the game down. We saw a lot of that, taking their time on the throw-ins. CJ Fritz kind of famously on this near touch, taking the ball, acting like he's going to throw it in, and then all of a sudden just dropping it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Adrian try to make Hope play at their pace. One of the things that I think the Dutchmen might try to do a little bit differently is really start to get their bench involved a little bit more, especially as this game wears on and they're up by 2 goals, maybe 3 goals here.
Absolutely.
As they're looking to build. So
I think ideally you'd love to be up 3. 2's a bit of an awkward lead. I think you feel comfortable if you're the Dutch.
Yeah. Oh, great defensive stand there from Adrian. Throw in now for Adrian. We've got a sub coming in.
Zachary Eldred coming in for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Freshman from Kalamazoo. And yeah, you said it, Paul. We've seen quite a few subs this game for the Bulldogs. And yeah, interested to see when Hope starts to do that as well. I mean, these guys have been out there on the pitch all day, essentially all of them.
Yeah. CJ Fritz, yeah, offsides there. Referee, the AR right on top of that, raising his flag, super quick there.
Here's Griffin Brown, some space.
Oh, what
nice
a drop!
touch.
Yeah.
Oh, like the patience. Let's do something with that.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, Mario, very well known for his patient play there. Just that, and that's Mario's spot down in that 18 there, down in the corner. Mario likes to take defenders one-on-one there and put it across whenever he can. And he's got the skill to do it, right? One of the things, up from our vantage point here in the booth, I know it basically we have the vantage point that the cameras do, right? So last year Mario had like bright orange boots that he would wear, and it was always really easy to tell where Mario was on the field because of those bright orange boots. This year, not so much. He's got some white ones. But still easy to tell. Number one, he's wearing the captain's armband, and just his quality of play. You can always tell when Mario's got the ball.
Speaking of quality play, there's DeVries looking to get something going.
Yeah, DeVries with the nice dribbling skills there to keep possession, looking to put it across. And again, Hope just not able, as they're putting pressure down in this 18, just not able to get that next step to finish and put the ball on frame. They've done a fantastic job of keeping the pressure on in that on the attack in Adrian's defensive third, but haven't been able to capitalize thus far. Although we saw 2 early goals in that first half, Matt, and then waited about 35 minutes for the next few to come.
It felt right after each other. Brown's gonna.
Oh, what a
send
send!
One. Look at that!
Wow.
Oh, man. Got another opportunity for a shot. It's gonna be ripped. Go off a Bulldog.
Griffin Brown with that beautiful send in there, almost an assist to Mario, who was running onto that far side of the 18 there. Griffin Brown certainly trying to make his best case for man of the match here with 2 goals and maybe an assist. Ole Olsen with the nice little footwork there. Good turn by Jansen, laying it off for DeVries, who's got a one-on-one with the keeper.
Yep.
Oh, and he puts it through the hands of the goalkeeper. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable shot by DeVries.
Ripped it right there.
DeVries just playing, we said it early on in this game, but DeVries playing out of his mind recently. I think that's, his sixth goal, seventh goal on the season,
6 or 7
maybe?
of the year, second of the game.
Yep.
Which will tie him up with Griffin Brown here. And, oh, man, we got to get back to that man of the match conversation.
That's right.
Got a little bit of jostling here.
Little Thunderdome battle for man of the match here between Griffin Brown and Tom DeVries. You love to see that if you're a Flying Dutchman fan. If you're a fan of the Adrian Bulldogs, you hate to see that.
Yep.
But of course, like Tom DeVries with that one-on-one play.
Oh yeah.
There's, I mean, maybe the best keeper in the world is stopping that shot, but DeVries hit that with such pace and such purpose that there was no way that keeper was going to stop it.
And I love the setup too. Just give him space to work, right? And that's what Hope did there. Give him some room on a one-on-one matchup, and I like those odds every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And DeVries had several shots. I felt like he had 4 shots in the first couple of minutes. Hadn't seen as much of him in terms of shots on goal, but man, he's had probably 6-7 today. Gets that second one in the net. 4-1, and now, Paul, I wonder if we'll start to see more substitutions for the Dutch.
We will have a sub for Adrian coming in here pretty soon. That's number 18, Connor Hayes, freshman out of Milford, Ohio. I'm familiar with, I believe there's a Milford, Michigan. You're Canadian. You don't know.
Come on, man.
Jokes.
Wow.
Jokes.
Yikes.
All jokes.
Come on, Paul. Don't make me start talking about your intramural team again.
That's
Paul.
right. That's exactly right. Yeah. I'll keep it cool. 3 subs for the Dutchman now coming in here. Tom DeVries earning a well-earned jog off of the pitch here. He's all smiles as he jogs off the field, saying, "I got myself 2 goals tonight. I'm pretty happy with how I played."
Absolutely. And Olsen coming up. Hey, Ole Olsen with a strong performance today too. Man, his footwork was really nice tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, and that might be the last time that we see Ole or Tom DeVries out on the pitch tonight, as barring any. Oh, Ben Bush just with a little bit of a mistouch there. But that might be the last time that we see some of these Hope starters here for the match, as this game, offsides by Weigel there.
VAR there could have been a great thing.
Maybe. Although now they've changed the offside rules, at least in the Premier League and in international play. I can't remember exactly what they are, but I know they recently changed them with the advent of VAR. With how it has something to do with how much of the body part is past the line. Where the imaginary offside line. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised here, like I was saying, if that's the last time we see players like Tom DeVries and Ole Olsen out here, and really Dave Blahnik probably looking to put some of his bench players in here.
Another opportunity for the Dutch. This is a decent little. We're gonna rip that one off the bounce. That's a bold one right there.
Yeah, that's a great send back there from Weigel to an on running. I believe that was Jansen. Yeah. Jansen with a couple of big strikes tonight, all of which have been good from 30 yards out.
Right.
If through the uprights.
Yeah.
You've called a lot of football games this year, so
I have.
he could definitely step onto the pitch and play for the Dutchman.
He could get some threes, man. He could definitely do that.
Of course, Hope football team with a big game this weekend, playing against Albion College.
Oh, yeah.
A perennial MIAA powerhouse and a perennial Division III powerhouse as well. They have a first-time coach this year, though, for Albion, I know, as the former coach from Albion is now at Northwood University over in Midland.
I thought you were going to say I didn't know where Midland was. I was just waiting for the comment.
No. Nope.
We got a man down here. Hate to see that. So they might be Gavin Bignell.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. It looks like maybe he took maybe a shot to the gut or something as Reyes was running by him. Not exactly sure what took place, but he was down on the pitch for a good 30 seconds there. Looks like maybe he got, as I'm looking at the replay here, it looks like maybe he got clipped in his knee. But he went down in a heap and went down pretty quick. So now we're just going to get another drop ball here for Hope. As the referee had that stoppage time there for that injury. Reyes with the ball now. Yeah, Matt, you know, what do you think what do you think about Hope's attacking strategy thus far, as you've kind of been You've called a lot of the play-by-play thus far.
Sure.
I've done a lot of the color here, but what have you seen from Hope attacking-wise? Obviously, DeVries getting that goal, but what are some of the things that you've seen out here for Hope as they are looking to go up maybe by a couple more goals?
Yeah, I mean, patience has been a thing throughout the game, right?
Sure.
I think that's had pros and cons for the Dutch tonight. I think there's been times when I felt like they've just been dinking it around a little bit too much on the attack, and sometimes I think they could be a little bit more forceful. I understand they've been playing the possession well. I think some of the moments I've really liked what they've done is when they've been a little bit more quick to act or create passes, as we see an opportunity here. I think of that last pass that was set in for DeVries, right? Just give your playmaker a chance on the ball to do something. You know, when you can get the ball close to the feet of your attacking player, man, you got to trust those guys. And I think about like Mario Olsen in great games. I think something to work on is occasionally just, man, get that ball where it needs to go quicker, make those decisions a little bit quicker on the attack. And I think when Hope does that, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, the possession is awesome, and controlling the pace is awesome. But I think there needs to be a balance there. I think some of the counterattack we've seen today from Adrian as well has, you know, has been the con of that possession as well. I think Hope overall with a great game. It's hard to talk poorly about them when you're winning 4-1, Paul.
Sure. Yeah.
But you always look for things to improve on, right? What are the little things that we can touch up or things to be aware of?
And what do we know? We're just two random guys in the booth talking about soccer. Reyes now looking to put this ball across. Just going to sail out into the side netting. Looks like going to be a corner kick now, though, for the Dutchmen. First corner kick. Can you believe this? I think it's the first corner kick of the second half.
I think you're right.
For either team, where in the first half we saw seemingly like 12 corners.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know if it was 12. Oh, it was 8.
8. 8, 12.
8 and 12, you know.
It's been a quick second half, it feels like. Paul, not too many set pieces really at all.
No, and not a ton of fouls happening. You know, Matt Davidson coming off of the field early on with a bloody lip or a bloody nose or something like that, whatever happened. But not a ton of fouls called thus far. No booking so far, no yellow cards. And only the second corner kick of the second half here for the Dutchmen, who, like I just said, had 8 of them in the first half. Driven ball now. Adrian running onto it quick, though, right? Looking to get that counterattack moving.
Not going to be able to connect, but
Jake Lyon just gets run over.
Yeah. We'll call that incidental contact. Nice touch.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
what a send by Weigel.
I love it. Now, this is where you got to make something out of this.
Yeah, you know, on that play, Ben Bush being really unselfish, looking to put it back across the box. You'd love to see Ben Bush take one more touch with his right foot and try to strike it on frame.
Yes.
He didn't have the best angle there as he was running right towards that near post. So the smartest play that Ben made was putting it back towards the center. But again, that aggressiveness offensively is something that you want to see from the Dutchmen, especially going into this weekend's matchup against that random team from Grand Rapids.
What's that team's name? I don't think we're supposed to say it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Something Alvin.
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks or something. I don't remember.
Oh, dangerous ball in here now. But Vaca coming out to grab that near the top of the 18.
Vaca with a lot of action tonight, Paul. Man, it's been not every shot has been on net.
Sure.
Right? There's only been so many that have actually that he's actually had to defend. But man, he's had his work tonight. I feel like the ball has been in that side of the pitch almost all night, it feels like.
Yeah, and holy cow, that's not the first time that we've mentioned Vaca's big boot either. He's been able to send that ball 60, 70 yards in the air down the field here, which is dangerous, especially if you're a Flying Dutchman fan, because you can very easily kind of change the course of the offensive play just by putting it right over top of the defense for an on-running attacker.
And the Dutch, we'll see if they can get counter here. Oh,
nice.
A couple
cut.
Guys out wide, but they're going to play it in the box. Look at that. Oh, nice work by Vaca.
Wow.
There, man.
Man.
Good reaction time. That's oof.
And that's where you'd like to see some of those plays develop and those really smart touches to one another from the Dutchman. Vaca just making an incredible save there from Weigel's shot there that he had. I thought for sure he was going to beat him right underneath his leg.
And I love that too, right? Like you had two guys out wide. You could have played it back. You could have, but there they take the chance and they send it into the box, right? And they create the scoring opportunity with the most potential in that situation. I love that. I think that's great for this team, especially late in this game. Puts them on net.
Oh, Mario with the beautiful touch. Ball's just going to be shielded out of bounds. Now it's going to be a goal kick.
Some subs for Hope here.
Looks like Michael Dietz and AJ Boucher checking into the game. Let's see if AJ's fan club is still active and around.
Not as loud this time.
Let's listen for it.
Oh,
there it is.
No. I take it back. I was incorrect. I'm sorry to the fan club. I love it. That's going to be awesome for him, man.
Yeah. Well, and like we mentioned, this is his first game stepping onto the Van Andel turf in an actual in-game situation. Of course, he's out here for practices and things like that. But this is the first time that a number of fans are being able to watch him play for the Flying Dutchman here.
Reyes, I think, it's going to stay in.
Weigel with the beautiful save and the hustle play, turning on the afterburners there.
Reyes trying to make something happen here, too.
Right across the middle. Yeah. You know, you can't. Ben Bush standing kind of alone right in the middle of the box there. Unfortunately, that ball just kind of laying up in the air, and Ben Bush just really not having any sort of momentum behind it to put it towards the net. Of course, he did what he could there, but when those balls are kind of spinning up in the air like that and you're just standing flat-footed,
right?
Not a lot you can do momentum-wise to put that towards the net.
Especially when it stays in the air for about 2 seconds and the keeper's right there, right?
Yeah.
You're not fooling anybody.
Sure.
All right, Adrian. Oh, nice defensive work.
Oh, Chenlo, yeah. Caden Chenlo with a nice defensive play.
All right, here's Hope with some numbers. Griffin Brown still in the game with 14:20 left to go.
Yeah, I think Blahnik's wanting him to get that hat trick, right?
Come on.
Only the fourth in Van Andel soccer's history for the Dutchman.
Last one was 2018. Is that right, Paul?
Yes, Logan Bilesma with the hat trick here against Olivet. We mentioned that right off the top here. If you're just joining us, Hope up 4-1 after a just rocket of a shot from Tom DeVries, putting it seemingly right through the keeper's hands. Hope up 3-1 at the half, thanks to 2 goals by Griffin Brown, one of them a PK, and then another one by Tom DeVries very early on in the match. Adrian's lone goal coming with maybe 10 minutes gone?
Yeah. It's about 10 minutes into the game.
And they really haven't had any shots on goal in this second half here. The Adrian Bulldogs not able to really keep any sort of possession in Hope's defensive third. Adrian playing really, really well in that first half, though, Matt.
Oh, absolutely.
Keeping it at a 1-1 tie for basically like 25-30 minutes.
I think the favorite thing I saw today out of Adrian, I don't even know if it was the goal, is right after the goal, the pace and the confidence they came out with after tying the game. That was awesome to see. We were thinking for a couple of minutes, like, man, this team, they're looking good. They came to play for those couple of minutes. That sort of energy, I think, is something for the Bulldogs to build off of. But, confidence, man, confidence can do so much for a club.
Yeah, absolutely. Foul here. Oh, looks like a Hope player. Yeah, definitely got kicked in the shin or in the knee there. Can't tell who that is on that far side. Might be Ben Bush. Nope, not Ben Bush. Reyes. Looks like Reyes out there.
Ouch.
Yeah, he definitely got kicked in the shin or something like that as he was trying to win possession on that far side. But again, a good number of fouls here, but nothing super egregious thus far, Matt.
Absolutely.
I called the game against Cornerstone earlier this year, and I think we had 6 yellow cards in the first half alone in that game.
Good old Hope Cornerstone.
For real.
Right there. Oh, look at that header. That was beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, that was a beautiful setup. Oh, my goodness.
Is that Caden Chenlow?
Holy smokes. That was a laser into the back of the net off the side of his head right there.
Yeah, Caden Chenlow, the defensive wingback with his first goal of the season.
Freshman
Caden Chenlow out of East Grand Rapids. Just fantastic there. And what a send in. Just a beautiful ball. And A.J. Boucher with the assist on that one. All right.
Fan club got some extra cheers out of that right there.
Absolutely right. Caden Chenlow, a semi kind of local product out of East Grand Rapids High School. True freshman here, like we mentioned. The Flying Dutchman having 14 new players on the pitch, whether they be transfers or first-year players. Just doing a fantastic job in this game now. Dutchman up 5-1. Well, if you're a familiar listener of Hope College men's soccer, you know that at halftime we usually feature the vocal stylings of former Hope player and social media expert Paulo Acala, but he is here now with us. And a nice play there. Reyes with the finish, just waiting for Vaca to make a mistake. Ball bounces off, and Hope really turning up the temperature here, making things work for them, seemingly scoring at will in these last couple of minutes. Paulo, thanks for joining us. You were busy at halftime.
Yep.
Taking some photos of the kids playing down on the field here. Yep. So what do you think so far? We've got two men really making their case for men of the match in Griffin Brown and Tom DeVries with 2 goals apiece. What do you think of Hope's performance tonight here? Offensively, they've been able to turn on the Jets here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, MIAA games are always very tough. I mean, even at times, the record, you might look beforehand and be like, hey, like this is a game that Hope should win pretty easily. But I mean, there's a lot of times where we go to their place, and it's really hard to kind of break down defenses when they're trying so hard. I know that these games matter a lot more. So
yeah,
I mean, Adrian just puts their body on the line, and I mean, it took us all game to finally break them down, but I think it shows the quality of this Hope team moving forward, with Griffin Brown and Ethan and Thomas DeVries kind of taking over. I know last year there wasn't a lot of those conference games that we were scoring 6 goals. So
sure.
I think really impressive showing from the attackers today.
Yeah, and 2 true freshmen getting their first goals of the season here with Caden Chenlow and Josh Reyes. One of the things that Matt and I talked about in the first half was that we had 2 very quick goals right away, right? We had DeVries' goal, and then we had a goal from Adrian on their set piece. Nice slide tackle there from Chenlow. But one of the things that we talked about, that we remarked on, was Adrian's ability to tie that game up, and then the confidence that they played with immediately right away for about the next 20 minutes in that first half. and they really did a nice job of keeping the Dutchmen at bay up until about the last 5 or 6 minutes of that first half. Any comments on the play that you were seeing from Adrian and the hustle and the heart that they showed?
Yeah, I mean, they were really frustrating. Hope, you could tell. I mean, there was a couple times where Hope guys kind of just looked frustrated after plays, thinking like, hey, it looks like we can't break these guys down. And I mean, Griffin Brown hit a beautiful shot from half field, kind of ripping it open.
That's right.
But I mean, if Griffin Brown doesn't do that, I don't know how much longer that kind of 1-1 score drags itself out, just because they were playing such great defense, and Hope was really struggling to break them down, not really getting a lot of opportunities. Now that you get that goal from Griffin Brown, the PK from Griffin Brown, I mean, then the game gets to open up a little bit, and then, Adrian tends to lack a little bit more when they're not as locked in, because it's 3-1 instead of 1-1. So, yeah. I mean, the importance of Griffin Brown getting that goal that a lot of players can't score.
Sure.
The importance of that, I think, was tremendous for Hope being able to kind of get that spread. But I mean, Adrian did a great job till that point to kind of just stay locked in defensively. And I mean, you go down 3-1, you're focused about getting some goals back, not as worried about defending. So that's kind of given Hope the opportunity to go forward.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, Griffin Brown, I think we coined the term bending it like Brown here up in the booth as he was definitely doing his best David Beckham impression with that goal. We watched it on replay here, and it was just a perfectly timed shot for Griffin to catch that keeper off of the line, who really was only just outside of the 6-yard box.
Yeah, especially when you see those goals. I mean, goalies are normally at the top of their box, maybe even outside of their box. Where the goalie was maybe at that PK spot.
Yep.
So able to drop back, but I mean, he really split that little gap that he had to be able to score that goal.
Yeah, we were looking at that, and we all kind of set up here as we were watching the replay. Well, he was definitely not off of his line by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. So Griffin Brown with just a fantastic shot and a fantastic play there. As we tick down now to about 7.5 minutes left in this contest. Hope up 6-1 against the Adrian Bulldogs here. Nice send there to Ben Bush. Paulo, I'm going to let you finish this game out. I'm going to give the microphone back to Matt here. Let him finish out this game here. I'm going to take a leave of absence. What? The viewers are going to be super happy that I'm off of the microphone now. Paulo, thanks for joining us. I'm going to let you close out the game here with Matt. We'll finish out here with about 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. And you guys can talk the rest of the time.
Yeah, excited. I haven't been on with Matt yet, so I'm super excited.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Look at this. How about Paul Willard? Just amazing. Look at that. That was awesome. Yeah. And, man, thank you guys for talking. I could finally eat my hot dog that's been waiting here for the second half, so that was really nice.
Yeah, that little break's always very nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys had a good conversation. So 6-1, got to be feeling good if you're the Dutch now, right? None of that like 2-1, 3-1 awkward positioning. And I mean, the door's fully open now.
Yeah. Even going into Calvin, which is going to be a really difficult match, you really want to go into that game feeling confident, feeling like, hey, we know we can score. We know that we're clicking. Especially, and it looks like Cole Pauly's through, and he would have liked that. This guy going up the field. It's really a confidence booster going into a game like Calvin where you know they're going to be strong defensively. You know you're going to have to really focus on your defensive side of it just because they have really dangerous players up top. So being able to score 6 goals this game, really get Thomas DeVries on there kind of feeling confident, feeling like he can score goals is, I think, going to be really important for Hope performing well on Saturday. And being able to give guys a rest, because, I mean, this game's 2-1 right now. You probably still see Matt Davidson on the field. You probably see a lot of those types of guys on the field. So I think it's also good for the health of the starters that they're able to get a little bit of a breather and they're not going to have to play a 90-minute shift.
Yeah, so, Paul, I mean, looking at this game in its entirety, I think it's last game, too, the tie against DePaul, what are some things for Hope to work on, right? He's got this big game coming up against Calvin. Man, is there anything you saw out on the pitch tonight or in that last game that you're thinking, man, I'd love it if we can shore this up a little bit. This would be big for us.
Yeah, I think defensively, Hope's really proven to be one of the best defenses in the country.
Nice.
But I think places that we have struggled has been kind of on set pieces, so we really want to, I think, sharpen that thing up, and I feel really confident with Cole Pauley and even being able to put Caden back there to lock up in that scenario, as well as, I mean, Hope's been just, I think, at times you kind of see you give a pass, you say sorry to your teammate because it wasn't sharp. So, I mean, just sharpen up those little details. Let's find our players' lead foot when we're attacking. Let's put our attacker in the best situation going forward, I think, is another thing that Hope's going to really focus in on and lock in on for Calvin. But I think the team's been playing really good this season. If they can continue to just play defense the way they have, I know Calvin's has a big powerhouse, but last year when we played them here, held them to only 1 goal. And I know the defense can do it. Now it's when we do get those opportunities, let's put it in the back of the net, and Hope has a good chance,
Totally.
I think, to win on Saturday.
Well, that U-Chicago game is probably the best example of that, right? Like stifling a team defensively, being able to capitalize on a good opportunity and beating a really good team.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Both teams, I think, can score goals at will. I mean, I think Calvin's been proving it all year. But I think if there is one defense that knows them really well and can kind of focus on getting them to turn over the ball, and also Hope does a great job with possession. So if Calvin doesn't have the ball, they also can't attack.
Sure.
So I think Matt Davidson and Matt Wimmer are going to be really pivotal for a game like that, for them to come in fully fit, fully healthy, fully working well technically defensely.
Totally. Oh, my goodness. That was a little rocket coming in there.
It's a great shot. And, I mean, even from Adrian's forwards today, I don't see him on the field, but I believe number 11 was having a great game, just being rapid going
Absolutely.
forward. And
yeah, CJ Fritz,
14,
man, he had a day.
Yeah, like rapid, being dangerous going forward. I mean, they didn't get many chances, but when they did get chances, he did a great job kind of going at guys and attacking.
Reyes there with some nice moves. Hope still going strong on the attack here. And Reyes again.
Yeah, still looking to get goals, still looking to get after guys, and I think that's always nice to see from Hope too. It's not just, hey, we got a lead, let's keep improving. Let's use these last minutes as almost practice to tune up how we can attack better.
Totally. Well, and Paul and I had been hoping for a Griffin Brown hat trick. I don't know if that's in the books, but who knows? We got some more offense here.
It could be worse. I'll just invite myself.
Yeah, and Alan's such a good technical player growing up playing with him. He's so good at keeping that ball close to his foot. A little shorter, so sometimes you'd like to see a defender maybe get him off.
Oh, my goodness. I think we got a PK, don't we?
Yeah.
And how about that? Another opportunity. You might have heard Paul in here getting pretty excited in the booth.
Yeah, we're looking to see. I think it's Griffin Brown going to go get that third goal.
They're going to give it for Griffin Brown?
So.
We got a chance for a hat trick, ladies and gentlemen.
Possible hat trick from Griffin Brown. Has not happened in his Hope career yet. So,
for those of you who have been with us all night, this is the end of the game right here. And Griffin Brown's going to take that trick. Boom!
And it's just a great finish.
Beautiful. Wow, how about that, man? That's just all confidence straight to the back of the net. And fun stat, we mentioned this at the beginning of the second half. That's the first hat trick at Van Andel since 2018. Logan Bilesma was the last one against Olivet.
Yeah.
So how about that?
Yeah, and I mean, you like to see Hope getting on the score sheet. I honestly, in conference play, I don't remember, at least since I've been here, us scoring 7 goals. So it's really nice to see that our offense is clicking and that we're able to kind of put it on teams, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, 7 goals in one game. I mean, I think it's worth noting too. I mean, it was 1-1 until almost the end of the first half. So it feels like it's been 6 goals in like 55 minutes. You know.
Yeah, and you love to see it. I mean, when teams start to tire out, I mean, Adrian wants to get forward, and their players are tired. So that's when gaps start opening up, and I think Hope's done a great job of taking advantage of that.
So Paul and I were talking about this. Do we give man of the match to Griffin Brown now?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I mean, and I'll give another plug if you want to go follow Hope Men's Soccer on Instagram and on Facebook. We will be doing man of the matches on there, so you'll find out. You have to go check out the post to see who gets it, but I'd like to put my money on Griffin Brown. So
you heard it here first. 30 seconds left in this game. And, man, I feel like we've summarized it pretty well. It was 1-1, very quick goal from DeVries. Quick response from Adrian. It was a tie game for a while. Adrian had a really strong first half showing, but then Hope, man, they just have rained it on the rest of this game. 6 consecutive goals, hat trick from Griffin Brown. 10 seconds remaining in this game.
8, 7, 6, 5.
And, man, a great win for the Dutch, who will go to play against Calvin in their next game, Paulo.
Yeah,
what are your closing thoughts for this game, man?
Yeah. I mean, you love seeing Hope be able to get on the scoreboard like that today, and hopefully we can continue to perform well on Saturday. Tune in to see us at Calvin, and hopefully the offense is still clicking the way it was today.
Absolutely, and you better check Hope Men's Soccer on Instagram. You can see that man of the match. And I'll close this off with a thanks to our anchor sponsors. Hope College Athletics would like to thank the following boosters and generous sponsors for their support of our athletic programs at Hope College. We give thanks for our community partnerships and support of the mission of Hope College Athletics. Special thank you to Lawrence Vanderswert Financial Planning, BPW, Custer Insurance, Lighthouse Title Group. For the 3 of us who announced today, my name is Matt Roblin. It's a pleasure to bring the game to you. As always, go Dutch. We'll see you next time.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.